It's Mungie. Oh, it's Wendy.
And is Moibles.
Welcome to Mungio Wing Way Win Morbles. I forgot the first two things I said, but
Sounded
welcome
kind of
to Monday
sick,
morning.
though.
Kind of sounded super
Kind of
trill.
sick, dude. The birds are chirping. The Pats won. We're just...
Guys, it's like the first day of fall, basically.
Yeah.
Almost. We're like less than a week away from fall starting, which is super dope.
It's that time of year where, like, you're trying to, like, fucking force fall. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm sweating. The the football's on.
Yeah.
There's pumpkins
Football's on.
at the grocery
Pumpkins,
store.
football. I saw 2 turkeys. Making love.
Oh, a little bit of stuffing.
Oh my God.
That's where the line is?
I didn't like it. It just sounded so aggressive. My family, my wife has decorated the house in fall attire.
Nothing better.
So I'm like, nothing better. So I'm like super stoked. It's a great time for the pod. Welcome to Monday Morning Cobb. If you're new here, weird starting place. It's Darcy and Scones.
It might be the best soon.
Or it could be. This could be the best introductory episode. It's completely dependent on Scones.
On me. I'm Scones. That's Darcy.
On Scones. Hey, welcome. Show where we talk about silly stuff. And by silly, we mean dark. And by dark, we mean, like, dark, but we talk about it silly.
Yeah, it's we both have a strange fascination with the mysterious, the grim.
With Rey Mysterio?
With Rey Mysterio, with the Undertaker of sorts.
With humankind. Scones.
Yeah.
What did you do? Just tell me what you did.
I actually just got back. I went up to Old Maine, up to the North Woods.
Shut up.
Yeah, to a Survivor, like the show themed beer Olympics.
What?
Yep.
What? Is this put on by a family member or just like a
No, it was just
event?
Yeah, it was just an event and I went.
Were you voted off the island?
I was not, but my team did come in last, so in a way I was.
Okay. Do you choose your team and
no, you have to
did you
pick
get people together
and pick a bandana and then the colors.
Oh, so it's kind of like Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yes, to to really
I see.
Throw shade onto the hit show Survivor. It's like Legends of the Hidden Temple.
It's like Legends of the. What is the name of the face in the ball? What's his name?
That's like talking about The Simpsons and being like, oh, that's kind of like Tom and Jerry, right?
Yeah, it's like yeah. I'm not gonna remember his name. God, I forget.
Who? The host of Survivor?
The giant wall. No.
Oh, on Legends of the Hidden Temple, the big talking thing.
The giant face. Yeah.
Well, we have to find it now because someone's screaming at their car or however they listen to this.
I think it's like Bruno
Mars,
Bruschetta, or something like that.
Didn't
he have like a really thick Italian accent?
He's like, hey,
I'm Bruno Bruschetta. I'm walking.
Wait.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it's like. Let me look. Now I gotta look it up too. Legends of the Hidden.
The set design's based on
face.
Indiana Jones. That tracks.
That makes Olmec.
Talking Olmec head, simply named Olmec. Voiced by D. Baker.
Oh, D. Bradley Baker was Olmec?
Yeah, who knew, dude?
That's crazy.
If you don't know who that is, he's a voice actor who's probably been in multiple things you've seen.
Yeah.
Or video games you've played. He's in a lot of fucking video games.
Dog. He's done so much. It's insane. But primarily he was the voice of Tinkerbell.
But he was Olmec.
But he's most well known for Olmec, the Olmec. Scones is gonna be presenting today.
Sure am,
and
Daddy-o.
I'm just so happy.
Dars gets emotional. If this is your first episode, Dars gets emotional right around this point.
At 5 minutes in, I just can't. Scones.
Yes.
Are you gonna? Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
Are you bringing the heat?
Whew. I don't know. It's pretty hot. Pretty hot shit.
It's pretty hot.
It's not like it's not gonna blow your hair back. It might actually. I don't know.
Ooh, okay. Scale of 1 to Survivor in the Woods in Maine.
Yes.
What would
I
this
don't
story
know.
be?
That's not a. I don't have enough information. I feel like.
I gave you the scale. You give me the answer. That's the rule.
Well,
Scones on a scale of macaroni and cheese to a bagpipe full of clam chowder.
Oh, this is bagpiping.
Where are we sitting?
This is piping hot bagpiping.
Piping hot bagpiping full of chowder?
Yeah, do it at like a cop's funeral because for some reason it's like. Is that true, or is that just movies and TV shows that every policeman's funeral is a bagpipe, even if they're not?
It's full
Scottish.
of bagpipes with clam chowder. Yeah, that's a common.
That's not just Boston.
Thing. That's a New England cop funeral.
Anyway, today I'm going to bring the heat, and we're going to be talking about Hans Holzer, America's first ghost hunter.
Ooh, Shaka
Khan.
All right, band. Slick your hair back.
And let those dillies fly.
Rise up from the dilly grave.
That kind of lack of context is why I hope this is someone's first episode.
Yes, that's true. They'll be like, wait, so this is a thing.
They'll be like, wait, who's Phil?
Whose dillies are flying? I don't understand. What's a dilly?
What? Someone came on real fast and talked about hot cars. That's Phil.
That was Phil, but he called me from a phone number underwater.
He's always getting into something. Anyways,
Phil,
my source for this topic is a great article of allthat'sinteresting.com. They have not sent us a cease and desist yet. Posers.
Yeah, because guess who's driving all of their clicks, baby?
Phil?
He's still underwater.
Yeah, it is tough communication.
Oh, we should help him, honestly.
I don't know. We got a show to put on, Darius. We're entertainers.
That's true. Showbiz never sleeps.
This is an article by Catherine Olvera.
Catherine Olmec?
Yeah.
D. Bradley Baker?
Yeah, it's actually by
D. This article's by D. Bradley Baker.
Playing Olmec.
Yeah, okay, you have to read it in Olmec's voice.
I don't even remember.
Okay, without
wait, sounds like.
I was gonna say, without looking up his voice, do your best impression of Olmec.
I'm picturing exactly like what's his name, Zorn or whatever from Power Rangers, the big like head in the tube.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
that was D. Bradley
The
Baker's
Paranormal Life of Hans Holzer, America's first ghost hunter.
Yeah, it was probably something like that.
Like big and echoey.
Yeah, Beckoey.
Beckoey.
Beckoey, it's spring break.
Having a drink, Beckoey.
Beckoey, I brought these Trulies for you.
A world-renowned paranormal researcher and the inspiration for Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid to know. Actually, we shouldn't even sing that, dude. We're gonna get sued.
I'm afraid of most ghosts.
I was listening to the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast because I like that show a lot, and they were talking about
why don't you make out with them?
The most expensive thing they've done for that show is they had
license out Ghostbusters.
Yes, the Ghostbusters theme for the end credits of one of their episodes was $75,000.
Wow!
I'm afraid of no ghosts. To be fair, that theme song is fucking mint.
It is a bag, dude. I'm gonna get that played out of the clam chowder bagpipes at my funeral. It's gonna be sick. I'll pay the money. I don't care.
The sound of a bagpipe forcing out chowder is nightmare.
Well, the thing is that if it's but if it's too creamy, it's not gonna like. I want the chunkiest clam chowder. Yeah, exactly. I want a piece of clam stuck in the top of one of those tubes.
Hans Holzer wrote more than 140 books about his work in My webpage is moving all over the place right now, including his investigation of the Long Island home that would inspire the Amityville Horror. If you don't know about the Amityville Horror, we did talk about that on a previous episode, so hop on back.
So pop back
and let those
dillies fly.
Today there are countless documentaries and television shows about the exploration of haunted houses around the world. Classic stuff like, what was that? Who was that?
Who was that taps?
For that, we can thank Hans Holzer, the man who is often referred to.
Can we take 10 seconds to thank Hans?
Thank you so much, Hans.
Thanks, Hans. Beckaway.
Beckany.
Hans and Beckaway are like such a perfect match.
I saw Hans and Beckany like just talking at the pool the whole day. Just do it already.
Next episode of Love Island.
Yeah, except they'd have to be like all British and be like, "I probably Beckany fucking get bruv."
Wow, that's what all British people really sound British.
Like. Yeah, Prove me wrong.
Prove wrong. Okay, back to
the man who is often referred to as America's first ghost hunter. Holzer was a parapsychologist, and he spent his life studying unexplainable phenomena such as telepathy, hypnosis, and the paranormal. He taught.
Yeah, I got a parapsychologist right here.
Nuts. He taught courses on the subject at the New York Institute of Technology, but his true passion was traveling the globe to investigate claims of ghostly entities.
Dude, that's such a sweet passion.
That is a cool passion. I started laughing in the middle of that sentence, just like having a thought of clarity of how ridiculous this entire thing is. Everything that's happening right now. Our entire show, like what we're talking about.
What's going on? He's like the Indiana Jones of ghosts.
Pretty much. And he ain't afraid of no ghosts.
And he, buena.
My webpage is like, you ever been, all right, have you ever been on a webpage?
You ever been on the Googles?
And it's loading ads, so it like jumps up and down to fit the ads onto the page.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
It's doing it hard.
Or like right before you
right
click
now.
on like a button and then it does that and you like click on the ad and you're like, I'm going to end everyone at this website.
Perhaps
I'm going to go to the source code, hack their fax machine and fax out pictures of my butt.
Whoa!
Dude, I'm literally going to, yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to hack their mainframe. I'm going to truncate their router, hack their mainframe, and print out pictures of my butt in their boss's office.
What if you were able to hack into a company's actual like database of whatever they had and fill it with the exact same amount of storage, but just your butts?
Been there, done that. First of all, why do you think?
Send my butts all over town.
I am responsible for WikiLeaks. It was my butt. Julian.
Darcy's actually a Swedish guy in a Swedish prison, which is like a $3,000 a month apartment in America.
Yep.
Just sending butts.
Great views. Sending butts. Kicking my feet up and sending some butts.
Perhaps Holzer's most famous job was the investigation of the Long Island home that inspired Amityville Horror. Working with a renowned medium, Holzer allegedly contacted the spirit of a Native American chief who explained that the home was cursed. Holzer died in 2009, but he left behind an eerie legacy that continues to inspire.
I thought this was like the late 1800s.
I mean, he was pretty fucking old. But
I didn't realize this dude was like cruising around. Like he could be listening to All Time Low.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he might have seen
hunting
Trek.
These ghosts. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's so weird.
It's like when you like find out that Pablo Picasso was around in like the 70s.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson was alive when Pablo Picasso was alive, and you're like,
or that Rosa Parks also could have seen Shrek before she died.
I just want to know. I only care about people who have lived long enough to somebody once.
It's the entire history of man is pre and post.
yeah. That's how I do talk. It's BC and AD, but it's before Shrek and after Donkey.
Anyways,
Shrek with a C, I guess.
So he died in 2009 and left behind an eerie legacy that continues to inspire amateur ghost hunters and paranormal experts alike. What do you think is the jump from amateur ghost hunter to paranormal expert?
So
one clearly
I've done a lot of research. So I think 2 seasons ago, we were amateur ghost hunters.
Ooh.
Now we've watched Paranorman 18 times.
And that's all it
and
takes?
Therefore,
I would have done that for free.
we're I've been a paranormal expert for most of my life. I love Paranormal. I've actually never seen Paranorman.
Me neither. But I did see, it came out around the same time as a movie called Monster House, which they're similar animation styles.
Yep.
And Monster House is a fantastic movie.
That I never saw that either, but that was like the like Halloween animation time to be alive. Yeah, like Coraline, Monster House, Paranorman.
What was the one where it's like Frankenstein Jr. or something? It was like black and white stop motion.
What?
Frank and
Are
Weenie.
you, is this a dream you had? Oh, Frank and Weenie. Yeah, Frank and Weenie. Yeah, there was a lot of them.
Yeah, it was sick. Great time to be alive.
We should watch one of those for like Patreon content.
Monster House is like actually a bit disturbing for a movie that you think is targeted at kids.
Dude, if it's targeted at kids, I'm in.
Oh, no.
I mean that in like advertisements, not like...
Hans Holzer was born in Vienna. He's a father, everybody. Relax.
I'm a father. Take it easy.
He just wants movies he can watch with his kids, okay?
Fathers have never done nothing bad.
Name one bad dad.
No bad dads
Mom's
here.
Christmas just gets to be famous.
Yeah,
but
there's
dads.
no movies called Bad Dads. There's Wild Hogs. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Bad Santa, maybe pretty close. Wild Hogs is probably the closest you'll get.
Dude, I saw on Reddit today. There's like a r/Paul Blart Mall Cop and a guy. It's like drawing a bad drawing of Paul Blart every day until Paul Blart 3 gets announced, and it's like day 883. It's something crazy.
I like to think
it's like
that
such a high
was
number.
Not like on the front page, it did not get viral. You're actually just part of r/Paul Blart.
Oh, I'm a moderator.
Oh, okay.
But I just need to get the word
Guy's
out.
got his big boots on. I see.
Yeah, they've got those little balls on the sides, the like snow boot.
Oh yes.
What are those called?
The little like pom-poms hanging off.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know what the point of those are.
A rich ski mom. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I might change my like name on all of my socials to Rich Ski Mom.
That is a good one.
That's amazing. Instant messenger name. Rich. I wish I was funny and smart enough when I was like 9 and I made my AOL instant messenger to be Rich Ski Mom. My profile would just be like hitting the slopes
every day.
Yeah. The away message is like money's on the counter, hitting the slopes.
Hans Holzer was born in Vienna, Austria on January 26, 1920, and his interest in the paranormal began soon after. When he was in kindergarten, his teacher sent a note home saying that he was scaring the other children with stories about ghosts and fairies.
Dude, I love this
that
guy.
He learned from his uncle.
This guy would be a fan of the pod.
He sure would. However, it wasn't until his teenage years that Holzer really began to take ghosts seriously. According to his 1963 book, Ghost Hunter, his passion for the paranormal grew when he read a book called Occultism in This Modern Age by Dr. T.K. Ostrich, a professor at the University of Tübingen in Germany.
Dude. Old TKO.
Dude, pretty sick.
Pretty sick, man.
Also, if you don't know about Austria and Germany in the 30s, wild time.
Hey-yo.
Holzer enrolled at the University of Vienna for a short time in the 1930s where he studied history, archaeology, and numismatics?
Numismatics. That is coins.
Ooh.
Numismatists are coin collectors.
You're like one of the only people I know that would know that.
Yep, that's because I'm married to one, baby.
According to the New York Times. However, just before the Nazis took over Austria in 1938, he and his Jewish family would flee to New York.
I'm moving to New York because Austria and Germany not get along. Guys like the
Classic
Wombats
hit,
right?
Yeah.
Right in. They changed a lot.
There, Holzer began studying Japanese at Columbia University, kind of a weeb, before going to earn his master's degree in comparative religion.
Before buying his katana and his mall ninja outfit. Before his fedora stopped looking cool.
Well, hold on. Oh, okay. before going on to earn his master's degree in comparative religion and his doctorate in parapsychology from the London College of Applied Science.
If I came home and my parents were like, "Hey, what'd you get your master's in?" I was like, "Comparative religion." They'd be like, "What does that mean? What? Did you make it up? That's not real." What about
He's like, listen,
law?
some got bar mitzvahs.
Let's compare the Easter Bunny versus.
Some people get Christmas. Some people get Hanukkah.
That's compared.
He's just defending his thesis. After finishing his education, Holzer started teaching at the New York Institute of Technology.
NIT.
By the early 1960s, Holzer had begun investigating reported hauntings in the New York City area.
Dude, this could be us, but you're playing.
But I'm playing, listeners.
You're playing.
He published Ghost Hunter, the first of around 140 books that he would go on to write.
That's so crazy. And what's even crazier is that the cover art was him shirtless with a six-pack.
Yeah, for most of those.
Yeah, it was just like they literally just kept like
I would love it if he was this vain and chose to promote himself via ghost hunting.
Yeah, he was just a dude who like was trying to get his like supplement brand off the ground. He's just like Andrew Tate. But he's just ghost hunting instead.
In it, he documented those early case studies, and soon he was well on his way to a worldwide paranormal fame. In his 1997 book, Ghosts, True Encounters with the World Beyond, Hans Holzer defined ghosts as a surviving emotional memory of someone who has died traumatically, and usually tragically, but is not aware of their own death.
That's the subtitle for the book, and it's really long on the front.
There's no room.
It just goes all the way down to like his like. I was gonna say it covers like half of the six-pack.
He went on to.
He was mad about it. His editor was like, "Hans, you can't have it this long.
We can't even fit the horse on this one."
Okay, but at least make it so that like there's like the Animorph style me turning into a werewolf in the back. I want them to see me mid-transform.
Like, not that much hair, but a little bit, like in the sexy places.
Yeah, like... Give me a tattoo, Penguin Random House Publishing. In the sexy places.
He went on to elaborate that ghosts are unwilling to part with the physical world.
This is so stupid.
Ghosts are unwilling to part with the physical world, so they continue to stay on in the very spot where their tragedy or their emotional attachment had existed prior to physical death. Acting under these assumptions, Holzer often worked with mediums in an effort to communicate with the traumatized spirits where they were left behind. In his most famous case, Holzer teamed up with medium Ethel Johnson Myers to investigate the home where Ronald DeFeo Jr. had murdered his parents and 4 siblings in 1974. The family who moved into the house after the tragedy reportedly hearing disembodied voices, smelling strange odors, and finding an odd slime oozing from the walls and carpets. They moved out after just 28 days, and in 1977, Holzer entered the residence to experience the chilling phenomena for himself. Holzer...
Now, when they say strange odors, does that mean bad? Is it like BO? Or is it just like...
Why does it smell like clam strips in here?
Yeah, exactly. Smells like a Denny's on 48th and 9.
Smells like someone
what does that mean?
Fucking squeezed all the chowder out of that bagpipe in here.
Yeah, because like that's not what is like. Who defines that? Like it just smells funny.
It smells like the way it shouldn't right now.
Right. I know what this room should smell like, and it's not this. This smells like clean laundry. It's like what? How do you? Who's defining this?
Whom's to say?
Whom's to stay?
Holzer and Johnson Myers reported making contact with a Native American Shinnecock chief who told them that the house had been built on a sacred burial ground and that an angry spirit had possessed DeFeo to kill his family. And later, when studying photos he'd taken of the home, Holzer noticed eerie halos surrounding the bullet holes from DeFeo's gun that were in the walls.
All of the photos are selfies of his six-pack.
Yeah. It's like,
And then in the
look, they're
background,
in
you saw like a light. Yeah, exactly. It's just him with his selfie camera.
You can see the halo rings right next to my six-pack.
You can see just above my tight shirt and my sick gutters, you can see a small.
I was particularly veiny this day as I had just worked out. Everyone at the bowling place is like, what is happening? They're like, I don't know, but this guy sells books.
I don't know, but his Amazon self-publishing is through the roof.
But this guy puts asses in seats.
Rich ski moms around the world are buying these things.
The key demographic. Holzer's investigation of the home is controversial, as historians insist that the Shinnecock people didn't even live in Amityville. So do you think it was the dude, was he a chief, it said? The Shinnecock guy. Yeah, he was a chief. Do you think he's just fucking with them? He's like, fucking white people, watch this. And just like...
I would believe it.
Anything.
Also, I don't know why, but this entire time in my head, Hans looks exactly like the dad in Jumanji when he's the hunter. Like, that's what's in my head. But then he's got like a six-pack.
I'm not going to refute. I'm not going to confirm or
like,
deny that.
He's got this sweet mustache and like, but he's shirtless the entire time everywhere he goes. So he's like investigating, and they're like, there was a strange odor in this room, and he's like, might have been this bad boy, and like he's just pointing at his fucking stomach,
and he's
like a weirdo.
The whole publishing company's so sick of him, but his books just fly off the shelves, so they they're like, keep him on.
Yeah, it's the only thing keeping them above water.
However, he published several books on his experience, including one that inspired the film Amityville 2: The Possession. So this guy's inspiring a lot of movies.
Dude, he's inspiring me to work out. Are you kidding me?
Get out there and go to the gym, people, if you want to look like Hans Holzer.
Get some crunches. Start selling some books.
Though Hans Holzer is fondly remembered today as the original ghost hunter, he referred to himself as, quote, a scientific investigator of the paranormal. He disliked the term supernatural as it implied that the phenomena he studied were beyond science.
Uh-huh. Okay. So he thinks so did he have any scientific evidence to back up his claims?
I mean, I guess he might be using like recorded audio or slime, maybe?
So just because you're using scientific tools doesn't mean
right. He's collecting data which probably supports something else that he's saying is caused.
Like, nah, it's not supernatural. I brought my measuring tape with me, so...
Right, there could have been a coyote in the backyard, like, screeching, and they were like, that is the dead person in the walls.
Yeah, coyotes screeching. Dude, coyotes be screeching.
Coyotes are screeching, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, I was just in Maine.
He was just in Maine. He saw all the coyotes screeching. Scones, were the leaves turning yet?
They are starting to turn. They're not there yet, but some of those maples are looking a little yellow.
They're looking
Yeah, hit him with it, Dust.
Yeah.
Go.
No. Give me that maple, though. Continue.
In April 2009, at the age of 89, he passed to, quote, the other side, a phrase he's often credited with coining, according to the Sydney Morning Herald. So first time he popped out the last fifth and sixth of his six-pack, he was like, I am now on the other side of my life.
I have ascended to the other side.
But he left behind a legacy that's larger than life. Most notably, perhaps, is the impression Holzer unintentionally left on pop culture. Dan Aykroyd, the writer and star of the 1984 movie Ghostbusters, says Holzer was his inspiration for the hit film.
I love it.
He told the Daily Mail in 2013, I became obsessed with Hans Holzer, the greatest ghost hunter ever. That's when the idea of my film Ghostbusters was born, which is an amazing thing to have Dan Aykroyd say.
Dan Aykroyd, did he write Ghostbusters?
He did, yes.
What? I never knew
He was
that.
like, yo, Bill Murray, can you please be in this movie? And Bill Murray was working on another movie that he wanted to be in much more, but he, like, because a contractor for money or whatever, he was like, fine, I'll do Ghostbusters, but I'm not going to, like, try, and I'm going to, like, put in like the worst effort.
Really gonna phone it
And
in.
then that ended up becoming like the key part of his character and why everybody loved it. Like,
Interesting. I never knew Dan Aykroyd wrote it. That's crazy.
it's so sick. It's such a good movie.
Such a sick
They have a
movie.
great picture of the Ectomobile from here. So sick.
Dude. Ecto? Hardly know that.
Holzer also lives on through his daughter, Alexandra Holzer, who carries on his legacy with a Travel Channel paranormal investigation show called The Holzer Files.
So dope.
That is very sick. We should check that out.
Yeah, we should get her on the pod, honestly.
That'd be sick.
Honestly, like I think that is in the realm of possibility.
It might be. I don't
like,
know. She's on Travel Channel, dude, the big time.
We'll be like, talk to us about your dad's physique. Like, we want to hear how many crunches did he do a day?
She would be like, yeah, I could do this. And then for research to like prep, she would listen to this episode and be like, I made a mistake.
Be like, these guys are really
fuck you guys.
talking about my dad's physical appearance a lot.
Well, he shouldn't have been so ripped, Alexandra.
Well, he shouldn't have made me feel funny.
If he didn't want us to talk about it, why'd he put it on the cover of the book, Alexandra?
Yeah, answer that, Alexandra.
What did we say? Most of the books have that? That's like 70-something books, Alexandra.
Yeah, that's at least 70 books.
In an interview.
And
so many books. In an interview published on Ghost Village in 2005, Holzer was asked about how he would like to be remembered. He replied, as a man who told the truth.
A hunk.
As an absolute hunk and a male baddie. As a man who told the truth, I won't have a tombstone. Cemeteries are real estate wastes, and I don't believe in funerals of any kind. The sooner you burn the body, the better. It's just a shell. Mankind has a lot to learn. Which is a badass way to go out saying that.
That is a super dope response.
When they're like, how do you want to be buried? And he's like, that's a cemetery. Like, that's a fucking waste of space, dude. Burn the body. Like, that's sick.
Burn me instantly.
Burn the body if you want to live, because a body like this is coming back.
Yeah, they say my body don't quit for a reason.
Imagine, a zombie with that physique, dude. No, thank you.
No, yeah, we don't need that.
The world
they don't need a
has
super soldier on their
problems.
side. Yeah, they've got a goddamn borderline X-Men in the zombie army now. We don't need that.
And that's our little story on Han Holzer.
That's our spooky little tale.
That's our little tale.
That is our fan fiction of Han.
So, if you're new to the podcast, a lot of episodes are like this. Not all of them, though. Some of them are so dark and twisted that we can't even joke.
Yeah, we can't even make silly hee-haws about his six.
Silly hee-haws until someone's like sewing up a dead body of someone else, and we're like, whoa!
And we're like, yes, queen. Go off.
Queen. Someone last night, it was like that classic... If anyone here has ever drank alcohol and you've been at a social event where that's part of it, there's a lot of the times, if it's at a house, a part of the night where things start to slow down and you're just talking in the kitchen. It's always in the kitchen.
Yep.
And someone just, she came late and she was just she asked what everyone's favorite ABBA song was. And I was like, hell yeah, now we're playing fire, dude.
Somebody finally
Cooking with gas. All right, this party just started, dude. Hell yeah, Dancing Queen.
So what was your answer? I'm very curious.
I honestly could not think of a lot of them besides Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia.
What's your answer? Okay, yeah.
So I think I just had to go Dancing Queen. There's also Gimme Gimme Gimme. I know that one.
Hmm. What's
but
the?
I know they have an insane discography. I'm pretty sure it's wildly long.
They do.
Like, they had a lot of hits. Like, they were the
Fernando, are you kidding me?
They were like the Hans Holzer of fucking Swedish pop music.
Dude, no, okay. The Winner Takes It All might be my favorite. The winner takes it all.
Lay All Your Love on Me.
They had so many.
Yeah, they were cranking out. They were like,
take a chance on me.
They were like hits to what Holzer was. With
this is nuts.
Sick book covers, dude. They're just pumping them out.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Gimme Gimme
now
A
I
Man
get
After
it.
Midnight is like That one's got some legs to it. That one's going places.
Anyway, what did this person say? Did they respond?
No, I don't think she even said one.
What a crazy phantom of a human.
Yeah. Came in and then left as mysteriously as she entered.
God damn it. That's beautiful.
Hey, up man after midnight.
Guys, write in your favorite ABBA song
Please.
is what we're trying to say. That's the whole point of this episode, was to get you to write that
Give me
down.
some deep cuts.
Yes.
Some fucking deep cuts, dude.
So, I love Hans Holzer.
Yeah, he
should be
awesome.
the mascot for our entire, like, podcast media company.
Yeah, and we have some editing to do in the full Photoshop.
Yeah. Also, if you are a fan fiction writer and looking for a job, I've got one.
It pays terribly, but ooh-wee, is it going to fulfill your wildest dream?
Fantasy. Thanks for listening, everybody. Check out check out the rest of the Monday Morning Macabre discography anywhere you get podcasts, and check us out on socials at mondaymorningmacabre.com.
Oh yeah, right around the
MM
corner.
Macabre Pod
You'll
on,
have to be
on Twitter.
Start voting on your favorite season 3 episode.
Yes, season 3 episodes. The vote for the Poggy Woggiest is coming in.
And
So
your
do
favorite
that.
ones will be listed and talked about with highlights on our annual Halloween Spooktacular.
Halloween
Which
Spooktacular.
is that like a series finale or a season finale, or is that like a season start?
I think it's a season. No, I'm pretty sure it's a season finale.
Okay, it feels like a finale. A finale.
It feels. Listen, Old Mac, play us out. I don't. I'm not gonna get the clip.
Of, Night Museum, the like gum like Easter Island head.
Yeah, this was all a ruse.
A
I just wanted
ruse.
to talk about a woos. Guys, have a good Monday.
good.
We love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.